Suzannason portrays Adeline Watkins, a deeply troubled companion with whom Ed forms a dark bond. Described as his only companion beyond his mother, Adeline shares Ed's obsessions and amplifies their spiral into darkness. Welcome to Monster, the Ed Gein story, the chilling new installment in Ryan Murphy's anthology series that dives into one of America's most infamous real-life criminals. In this video, we'll introduce the cast, the real characters they play, and what makes this season stand out. At the center is Charliehunnam as Ed Gein, the Butcher of Plainfield. Hunnam underwent a striking transformation, shedding over 30 pounds to capture the gaunt, haunted physicality of Gein. He also delved into the psyche of a man hiding behind a persona. Gein's soft, high-pitched voice in the show is presented not as his natural voice, but a performance he believed his mother expected. Opposite him, Laurie Metcalf plays Augusta Gein, Ed's domineering and deeply conflicted mother. Their relationship is central to the story, twisted, fraught with guilt, shame, and emotional violence. Suzannason portrays Adeline Watkins, a deeply troubled companion with whom Ed forms a dark bond. Described as his only companion beyond his mother, Adeline shares Ed's obsessions and amplifies their spiral into darkness. In a meta-twist, Tom Hollander plays Alfred Hitchcock, highlighting how Gein's crimes inspired Hollywood's greatest suspense works. Through Hollander's portrayal, the show explores how true crime seeps into cinematic myth. Olivia Williams appears as Alma Reveal, Hitchcock's editing partner and wife, weaving in the behind-the-scenes layers of how Gein's shadow influenced film. The ensemble is rounded out by Vicky Krieps as Ilse Koch, a German woman figure who appears in Gein's fantasy sequences, Leslie Manville as Bernice Worden, one of Ed's victims and object of obsession, Addisonre as Evelyn, a babysitter whom Ed becomes fixated on, Joey Polari as Anthony Perkins, the actor who famously played Norman Bates in Psycho, Charlie Hall as Deputy Worden, Bernice's son and a law enforcement figure, Tyler Jacob Moore as Sheriff Schlee, head of Plainfield's law enforcement, Mimi Kennedy as Dr. Mildred Newman, a sanatorium official, Will Brill as Tobe Hooper, director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, another film influenced by Ed's case, Robin Weigert as Enid Watkins, Adeline's mother. Each character, victim, visionary, or witness helps trace the ripple effects of Ed's crimes through culture and cinema. Monster, the Ed Gein story is inspired by the factual life of Ed Gein, who operated in Plainfield, Wisconsin between 1947 and 1957. But the show isn't merely a retelling, it probes his psychological imprint and how his legacy echoed into horror cinema from Psycho to Mindhunter. According to co-creator Ian Brennan, Gein is fairly obscure, so the writers use the known facts as scaffolding to imagine how his internal world might have looked. With a daring cast and bold narrative structure, this season promises more than scares. It seeks to interrogate what it means to transform real horror into myth. If you enjoy dark, psychological drama rooted in history and fueled by cinematic reflection, Monster, the Ed Gein story is not to be missed. What do you think? Is Monster, the Ed Gein story, pushing true crime too far? Or is it shedding light on a story we can't ignore? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the screen.